credit cards are another thing, and I think that a lot of parents need to be aware that when you go on a college campus, they're soliciting the students in the student centers or wherever it may be, bookstore. I know when we were there, they baited me in just because I wanted a free T-shirt.
Yeah, I remember those.
I got one, and my dad was a little concerned, but I didn't. I swore to him I wouldn't put anything on it, and it and I did that for a while. But there's a couple rules that may apply. I guess we kind of made some notes ahead of time. I mean, it's important, possibly. One option is just stay away until after college and just say have a rule that you're not going to have a credit card while you're in college.
Right.
You may be taking on student debt with college loans, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but you may just as a parent say no credit cards while you're in college.
Right.
But you need to at least know they're going to be solicited.
Sure. And majority of Americans have dealt with out of hand credit card debt at some point, and it's not fun.
That's correct. And but at the same time, if you say, okay, you could use it as a tool to establish credit.
That's correct.
And, establish a credit report and show that you're paying the cards off. And if you do take one out, it'd be important, to kind of establish the rule of paying it off each month.
Yeah. And I think you kind of have to know your kid to do that. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, if they want to go get a credit card, they can, but, you want to try to advise them on it. But if they're responsible and have proven that they can handle such a thing like that, maybe let them try it. And there's some pretty useful cards out there for this type of thing. I know my bank offers something that's linked to my account where I can kind of help manage that with them for a while. Mm-hmm. I don't obviously want to pay a big credit card bill, but you can get one with a very small limit on it, where it's something that might be a big deal to them, but it's not a big deal in your overall financial picture as a parent. But and just help them kind of learn. Sometimes we learn through failure, unfortunately. But you've got a story.
Yeah, well, I'd listened to my dad and made sure that I didn't use it through college, and did not. But then before I started in the business we're in, I was a very lowly paid college assistant coach, and me and another one of my buddies, we made a little amount of money go a long way, and we were having a good time, and I was visiting him down at the college he was coaching at, and we didn't want to leave, and we were out of cash, and we didn't have a lot of money on it, so I pulled out the credit card, came out to pay $1.50 natural light.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I just paid that off within the last few years, and that was at least 25 years ago.
That was a $10,000 beer.
$10,000 beer is what it was. It wasn't a $1.50 special by the time I paid it off. But you got to, once I cracked the old card open, it somehow or another more appeared on it.
Right.
So that's be aware of that.
And when you're talking about credit cards, it's a good chance to talk about how credit works, how the credit report system works, and how that can affect your ability to get loans, and even when you go to apply for a job, you being in good credit standing can affect whether you're hired or not. And then also to discuss how compound interest works in reverse. Exactly. To your disadvantage. It works very well for growing your money, but it hurts you when you're racking up charges. So
that's right.